My name is Bob Sanderson. I'm a representative of Ideal Skateboard Supply Ltd. We're an independent skateboard shop that's been based in the heart of Birmingham now for 21 years.
Okay, so what do you think kind of Ideal means to the skateboarding culture within Birmingham?
God, trying to put a lid on that in a very short sentence is going to be quite hard. For myself personally, growing up in this country especially, skateboarding is a way of escaping, but also relearning to remap your city and your streets. So when there aren't adequate facilities around for kids when they learn to skate, basically new architecture and the cityscape itself becomes your playground. So we, growing up in that kind of environment when we were very young, obviously skateboarding now is a creative catalyst on many levels for a lot of young people. So from our point of view, we work with the community every single day with regards to young and old people alike, and make them realise that their dreams are achievable.
So you have a good relationship with them? Very
much so, yeah. I think, it's our personal approach that has kept our doors open for 21 years, and it's something that we're very, very grateful for. Obviously we could all go and have careers doing whatever, but the youth of our country are the future, and to be a part of that now, having grown up doing it as well, it's a very good honour and a privilege. So.
And what kind of, you do a lot of skateboarding events, like what kind of stuff does that entail?
Yeah, I end up sounding like Madge Bishop when I'm shouting at, a few thousand skateboarders. That's kind of tailed off recently with the financial crisis that the world seems to be going through, but people are still buying big cars and houses. But it has been good. For about 12 years I've done the Urban Games, the Tony Hawk Show, Blimey, Boardmasters, a lot of NAS and stuff like that. So there's been a lot of really good events that I was the chief growler at for a long time.
And in terms of streetwear, do you see a large influence being skateboarding? Do you see the relationship there or not?
Pretty much, yeah. I think a lot of the street cultures with regards to, say, graffiti, breakdancing, hip-hop especially, and skateboarding go hand in hand with each other. But there's the other side of the coin as well, that we're still very influenced by heavy metal and, rock and roll, basically. So I think with skateboarding and the fashion, there's always been a very great heady mix in what we do and what we relate to,
Do you have you seen because I kind of think I've seen a rise in streetwear, a sudden rise, and it's not really concerned, a lot of people aren't really concerned with it being skateboarding anymore, or that kind of arty form. It's more like a fashion now. Do you
very, yeah, very. I think a lot of it stems from the tattoo thing at the moment as well. You see, obviously over the years we get a lot of phone calls saying, hey guys, I'm starting a new urban brand. As soon as you hear the word urban, you switch off. You don't, it's all this fake ghetto gangster bullshit that's going on at the moment. I see a lot of young kids at the moment with face tattoos, and you think, you're not 20.
In Birmingham?
Yeah, you're not 20 yet, and you've got, a gun on your cheek and, I don't know, Tweety Pie on the other one. It's all well and good, and it's what you want to do, If you want to wear your stripes like that, then fair play. But I think, skateboarding especially never really got the recognition it deserved for many, many years, but we've influenced modern culture a lot more than people give it credit for. The hoodie top, even the chain wallet came from a guy called Matt Hensley, just to keep his wallet when he went skating, and then within 6 months everybody around the world had a bloody Jack Russell wallet on their chain, and more power to them. But there's been a lot of stuff that we have been a part of that I think we don't even realise. So, skateboarding has been a part of that, creative process, I suppose.
And do you think it is easy for anyone just to get a t-shirt, put a label on it, and be like, well, you know what I mean? Really one of my main things is, what's the point in living if you can't have a dream? But you want that dream to be individual, you don't want it to look like everybody else's skull with a gold eye and, mom written on his face. I don't really know. Obviously, the brands that we deal with, the majority of them have been around for a long, long time. With regards to the history of the brands, I think early on there were things like Hot Tuna and Ocean Pacific, way back in the mid-80s when it was still very related to surfing. And skateboarding had yet to find its true identity, really. But the Zephyr team from the Dogtown era, without those guys, I dread to think where we would be, and I, for one, are really thankful for that drought and those dirty bastards from Santa Monica,
Do you do you feel Ideal has seen a change in pattern? Like, has it become more popular over the years, or does it see the same kind of people that love skating? Because it's in such an arty place, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of good for us because we can be, you know, anywhere. We're that specialised, we could open a shop anywhere, and I think our clients would come. That is just something that not everybody in business is, you know, that grateful to have, you know. I think understanding your client base as well as we do, I mean, first and foremost, we are skateboarders. For me personally, everything else that surrounds that is secondary, even though it's a crucial element. Without the skateboarding, we wouldn't be able to sell the t-shirt or the shoes or, you know, the hat. But it's kind of weird now, you know. It's nice to know that we're established enough that there are some brands that have been involved in skateboarding, you know, since the start, really. And it's empowering to know that people like our style, and, you know, to the point where we used to be able to look at another kid on the street and see a scuffed skate shoe and knew you had a comrade or a brother. And nowadays it's kind of difficult, you know, because everyone
looks the same.
Kind of looks the same. I hope there's some individuality left. I really hope so, because as we all know, the power and the future of this world is in the children. So maybe if they break the shackles of this kind of, you know, the urban stuff again, then maybe there's a chance. I don't know.
That's good. All right. Thank you, Bob.
You're more than welcome.